preschool galaxy, where you learn exciting stuff on information technology and acquire the requisite knowledge and tech skill to elevate your business and career to the next phase. Alright, so I'm Ibrahim Tabat, but it's okay, call me T-Max, and I'm going to be your host and your coach for this training series.
Welcome to the social media management and marketing course. I'm so excited right now because I've been holding back to put out this course, and it's been like one web project to the next web project, but I had to do this. I had no option because I was supposed to have this class with one of my students in there, and for some reason the class couldn't hold, so I had to upload the course online for her to follow along. So I want you to stay tuned because there's a lot of value in this course. It's going to be me pouring out my experience, my expertise and skill for the past 5 years as a social media and digital marketing consultant. So strap your seatbelts and let's get started. By the end of this course, I can promise you would have acquired top skills of a successful social media manager. You would also be able to manage a brand social media account and also implement effective social media strategies that produce results and run and manage social media marketing campaigns. And you would learn how to acquire clients online and scale. Probably you're planning to start a social media agency or just work as a freelancer. Knowing how to acquire clients online and scale that agency is key. So, you will learn how to generate leads and sales for a business. Like for real, that's why a business exists. This skill is an asset for you as a social media manager. And you will learn how to master advanced social media management tools and how to interpret social media metrics and analytics. Alright, let's look at our course outline. In this course, we'll begin the course by looking at an introduction to the course and then proceed to learning how to develop a social media strategy and blueprint. We'll also cover creating and branding profiles and pages. We'll look at the skill sets of a social media manager. There are a lot of skill sets a social media manager should possess, and also cover tools for effective social media management and marketing. We'll look at social media automation, which is trending right now, and also a guide on starting a social media agency and how to acquire clients and scale that agency, and also how to execute an effective social media marketing campaign. We'll cover a case study here and also proceed to look at how to establish brand credibility online, and finally brand reputation management. It's important you know how to manage an attack to a brand's credibility and reputation online. A lot of that happens for growing brands, a lot of that happens for brands, and it's important as a social media manager you know how to curb those attacks. Alright, so as a social media manager, every project you undertake, you would most times have to encounter or have to deal with these 4 phases in your project execution. So, phase 1, I call phase 1 the blueprint because this is where you do your research, you do your planning, and doing your research and planning, you're basically working with a brand, so you need to understand who their target audience are, you know who their competitors are, you know what kind of content their competitors are posting, you pick the top 5 successful competitors they have, and you understand what content they're posting, what contents are resonating with their target audience, and you actually come up with a strategy and you build a system around that project you're executing for that brand. The next phase is development and branding. Now you take the information you have generated from the blueprint phase, you use that information to pick the right social media platforms to create for that brand. You brand the social media profiles and pages, and you create the right tools you'll be using managing the social media presence. There are a lot of automation tools and analytics tools you would have to set up for managing that brand. And the next phase, the third phase, is management and marketing campaigns. And at this point, you've set up the social media profiles and pages. You begin to create brand awareness with the kind of contents you create, because you now know what contents resonate with your target audience. Basically, with the tools you have, the automation tools you have, it can pretty automate your post. It can pretty automate your content creation and curation on the social media platforms, and you're basically creating brand awareness and generating leads and growing their brand at this phase. And the last but not the least is tracking and analytics. So you are executing a lot of marketing campaigns. At this phase, you would want to track the results of these marketing campaigns you've executed, and beyond just monitoring and documenting the results of the campaigns you're executing, you want to also tweak the campaigns, because when you monitor the campaigns, you actually see what is working and what you need to change, and that would help you tweak and modify the campaigns to better improve the results generated for that brand. So if you're able to successfully complete these 4 phases, you actually come to a place where you make the client happy. Alright, so let's look at an introduction to the course, define some terminologies to help us understand what social media management and marketing is, because these are two different yet related concepts, so I don't want you to confuse them. So what is social media management? For me, social media management is basically the process of growing and managing a brand's online presence on social media platforms, and this goes beyond just posting updates to a brand's social media profile or pages. It encompasses engaging with its target audience and looking for new opportunities to increase a brand's reach, credibility, and customer base. So the skilled expert who executes these tasks is usually referred to as a social media manager or expert. There are a lot of names and titles for those who do this job these days. So what's social media marketing? On the other side, social media marketing encompasses the strategies and marketing campaigns executed on behalf of a business to create brand awareness, acquire customers, and generate sales for that business. So whether you're connecting with social media influencers and partnering with them to boost a brand's visibility and popularity online, that's social media marketing. If you're making use of Facebook ads, Twitter ads, LinkedIn or Instagram ads, or any of those social media network adverts platform, it's social media marketing. So in this course, I'm going to be focusing more on social media management because it helps you understand the best practices of social media and how to grow a brand organically. We have a course on digital marketing where we cover social media marketing. Social media marketing is just a fragment of digital marketing. We have other aspects which include email marketing, content marketing, so search engine marketing, mobile marketing, and all that segment. So, but in this course, I want to focus on social media management because it will help you understand how to grow a brand even when they're not making use of ads. You understand how to create compelling content that go viral on social media, and it means even without using adverts, you can still achieve a lot of results managing a brand online. Alright, so let's look at 4 key elements of social media management. You need to have an in-depth understanding of who your target audience are. So if you're having a new client, one of the first things you have to find out, is to understand who your target audience are, because it really helps simplify your job. And when you're building your strategy or building a system, you're building a system around a specific target audience. So, and I'm not just talking about knowing demographics, knowing their age, sex, location, region, knowing what mobile devices they use. You need to go deeper to understand psychographics, like you know their preferences, you know their behavioral patterns. And the second thing you want to also know is where they are congregating, right? So this is different for different kinds of businesses. Whether if you're working with a B2B business or you're working with a B2C business, where their audience congregate is going to be different. So for instance, if you're targeting professionals or corporate executives, you should focus more on LinkedIn. If you're targeting the younger generation or millennials, you should focus more on either Facebook or Instagram, right? So understanding where the target audience congregate will really help you, and it will really help you in making the right decision on what social media networks to focus on when working with a brand, right? So the third thing you need to understand is how to effectively reach and interact with them. So it's one thing you now know where they're congregating. How to also connect with them and interact with them, it is very important, because how you connect with them is going to influence their perspective about your brand and really go as far as influencing how they engage with that particular brand. One strategy you can employ here is to study the top 5 competitors in that niche you're focusing on, and really study their social media platforms. Look at what kind of contents they're posting, what contents are getting more engagement, what contents are resonating with the target audience they're focusing on, and that would help you really know how to connect with this target audience more effectively. And lastly here, fourth element here is you need to know how to convert them to loyal customers. It's not enough for you just to be posting very awesome content online. You're always curating content, you're making very good posts, you're engaging with their audience. If you're not converting their audience to customers and sales, you're going to have a problem with the brands you're working with. So this is a very key element of in fact, I even consider this the most important element among these 4 elements, because a business will be contacting you, employing you, or securing your service as a social media manager because they probably want to increase their brand awareness, increase their sales, and acquire more customers. That's why they're contacting you. So if you fail in achieving that, you will lose your retainer with that brand or that business. Alright, let's look at some statistics This was released in January 2019 by We Are Social in collaboration with Hootsuite. This is just to give you insight to what's happening in the global digital cyberspace and to give you an understanding of some specific data you should work with. So looking at world population is at 7.6 billion, and we're having unique mobile users. These are people using a mobile device, and it's around 5.1 billion. And we're having internet users. This is a number of people who have an internet connection. So whether you're using a desktop or using a mobile or a tablet, these are people that are on the internet. They have access to internet. They have access to the internet, and this number is at 3.3 billion. This number is at 4.3 billion, and we're having active social media users. And we have so many, we have numerous social media networks, and these are the number pegged to people using a social active on a social media network. It can be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any of the numerous social media platforms out there. And we are having mobile social media users. These are people who visit social media networks through a mobile device. So, and it's at 3.2 billion. Having a knowledge of this data will help you understand what numbers you're working with. So if you're working with a client, you have to be specific to what numbers you're targeting. You really need to work with data. You need to be specific with numbers. You need to understand their business, understand their target audience, understand the number of their target audience you're trying to reach out to. So for instance, if you're working with a restaurant, for instance, and you know their business is situated in a specific region or location, you now know the total number of people resident in that location. You know their competitors, and you understand the number already patronizing their competitors. So you now know, okay, looking at the total number of people resident in the location, looking at the total number of people that have become customers with any of the competitors, it helps you understand what number you're targeting or who you're working against. So it's very important you work with numbers, and you can't just work with assumptions and speculations when you're working with a client as a social media manager. You have to go down and know the numbers. You know the numbers for the industry or niche your client is focusing on. So let's look at another data over here. This is just to help you choose the right social media platforms to focus on. So you can see here we have 7 social media platforms over here, and looking at Facebook, it helps you looking at the left side corner over here. It shows you demographics, shows you the purpose of these networks, it shows you who is best for and the downside. So if you look at, for instance, Facebook, it has 1.3 billion. I think this is old now. They have crossed 2 billion users as of 2019. And you look at other social media networks, we have Twitter here, we have Pinterest, we have YouTube, we have LinkedIn, we have Instagram, and Google Plus. And by the way, this is just to inform you, Google Plus have released a notice to be going down by April. You have very important data on your Google Plus account. I just suggest you go and download them. Google Plus is going down by April 2019. And so now if you look at this data here, it now helps you understand what social media networks to focus on. So you can see here, we see that Facebook is best for building brand loyalty, and for Twitter is best for what? Public relation, and for Pinterest is best for lead generation. That's for clothing, art, and food businesses. So if you look at LinkedIn over here, it's telling us is best for business development and B2B businesses. So having an understanding of demographics, the purpose of these networks, and who is best for and the downsides helps you make the right decision of what social media networks to focus on for the brand you're working with. So this brings us to the end of the introduction for this course, and so it's glad hanging out with you, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next class. And in the next class we'll be looking at developing a social media strategy and blueprint. So see you in the next class.
Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful and you would want other great videos on tech, growing your business, and making more money online, subscribe to our channel at Brit School and click the bell notification icon so you can stay updated on upcoming videos. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Brit School, or visit us at britschool.com. Have a great time and keep smashing it. Bye.